Who's saying what first?
Oh,
It's organic.
We're off to a great
We
start.
count and we say it together.
Do you want me to count?
Like, it's organic. We'll just
Yeah,
go
that's
for
what
it.
wait, what are we doing? I don't know.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another monthly movie talk with Grace and Amy.
Today we have a fun one, 90s icons. So we're gonna talk mostly movies, maybe some TV shows because, you know, the 90s were great for TV. So in this heart-shaped bowl, we have a bunch of actors and actresses, and to start, we have Mark-Paul Gosselaar, right? Is that how you say his last name? So this one's just a TV show because he wasn't in any movies in the 90s, but I mean, we all know Saved by the Bell. So
Zack Attack.
Zack Attack. Great show. Great show. There's like all these reboots too. I didn't know that.
Yes. I watched Saved by the Bell, not in its original running, but in the reruns. So I am familiar. But yeah, it's a good show.
Yes. You gotta love that cheese factor.
Yes. Yeah. We all love cheese around here. All right, our next one we're going to pull from the bowl. Karen Parsons from Fresh Prince of BelAir. She was also in Major Payne and Mixing Me Up in the 90s.
I do remember her in Major Payne. Funny movie. And of course, Fresh Prince of BelAir.
What do you think of this hat? I love that.
It's great. I wish I could wear hats. I just can't. And I'm jealous of those who can.
That is stylish.
That's an amazing hat.
Very rad. Very rad.
Very rad. Okay, so speaking of Fresh Prince of BelAir, Will Smith. So we also have in the 90s alone, he was also in Independence Day, Men in Black, and Wild Wild West. I have seen all of those. Out of those, I would say Wild Wild West was probably my favorite. It was absolutely ridiculous. But I loved it. And then also he was like the theme song, wasn't it? He was singing the songs in that one. That's kind of when his musical career took off a little bit, I think.
I was going to say, I love Kevin Kline, and he's in
I
Wild
love
Wild
Kevin
West.
Kline too. Yes. Independence Day, I am sick of that movie. Only because, listen, I'm not a huge fan of alien movies to begin with.
Fair.
Like, there were some good, like, iconic, I'd say, like, lines from it. But my parents, every 4th of July, had to watch Independence Day.
That seems bizarre.
It was, like, that was
Weird
the
way to
thing.
celebrate.
Yeah, so I just couldn't stand it. Like, it's not my thing. But Men in Black were good. I like all those Men in Black movies.
All right. And we're going to go through some in detail, and then we'll kind of do a lightning round.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul Rudd, young Paul Rudd, love it. He was in Clueless, Romeo and Juliet, and The Cider House Rules. I totally forgot he was in Romeo and Juliet.
Me too. I was trying to oh yeah.
Yeah, but the love interest in Clueless, very sweet, very sweet. Paul Rudd, I think, is just amazing even now, and I love him.
Okay. Oh, Tyrese Gibson. He was in a TV show, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I kind of remember him more nowadays than in this, but a great one.
All right. We're off the cuff here, everybody. Like, this is impressive. All right. Mandy Moore. Kind of very tail end of the 90s into the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Princess Diaries, A Walk to Remember. She had a very successful music career for a while, too.
Yes. Yes.
I love her as the villain in Princess Diaries because it's so unlike Mandy Moore.
Right.
I feel like.
Right.
And if any of you kids are watching, she plays the voice of Rapunzel in Tangled.
I didn't
So you
know
might
that.
know her from that. Yeah.
I know.
For real.
Sorry. Getting very judgmental glances right now from our camera crew. Robin. Okay. Oh, Ryder Strong. I may or may not have had a huge crush on him in Boy Meets World as Sean Hunter. Maybe not. Definitely did. He was also in the movie My Giant. And now I think he's just producing now. I don't think he does acting anymore, but he's been producing a lot of things.
I would say he was probably one of my favorite characters on Boy Meets World.
Yes. He had all those life struggles. Like, it was, Tough growing up times.
All right, I'm going to take this one off the top because we all around here love Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
So, did so many movies in the 90s, Encino Man, George of the Jungle, The Mummy, Deadly Do Right. My personal favorite is Blast from the Past.
Oh,
I love that movie. He really is like the 90s star, I feel
Yes.
like. Yeah.
I see George of the Jungle and The Mummy, I think, are two of my favorites out of that. Encino Man was good too. But, yeah.
And fun fact, all his movies combined, I read an article about this, about how he's underappreciated, underrated, especially because of the Mummy movies, but his other movies as well have grossed over $1 billion.
Wow.
Star
That's
factor.
pretty cool. I'm gonna do one off the top too now, because it's Heath Ledger. Really the only movie in the 90s, because he was kind of like more 2000-ish, but 10 Things I Hate About You, one of my all-time favorite movies. Love that one.
When he's singing on the bleachers.
Yes, yes. Ugh, so good.
So good.
So good. Now I kind of want to watch that movie tonight.
I watched it like last month. It's on,
Did you-
I feel like it's on Disney Plus actually.
Oh, fantastic.
I'll check on that for you. All right, let's see. Winona Ryder, also a 90s star. She did so many things. End of the 80s, into the 90s. Beetlejuice, Heathers, Edward Scissorhands, Little Women, The Crucible, Girl Interrupted.
Such a good movie.
I believe she was nominated for an Oscar for that. I'm not
Oh.
positive, but
I'll
maybe.
have to look that one up.
Also, I'm going to just pull this
Oh,
one up
look
at the
at that.
same time. Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder together. They also did Edward Scissorhands and Sleepy Hollow in the 90s.
Oh, yes.
So, actually, she was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. No, that was Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You got real excited there for
I
another
know.
one.
I was like, wait, nope. So, Winona Ryder, awesome icon. And Johnny Depp, also a big 90s star.
Yes.
Pre-Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah,
everybody.
The good stuff. I love the 90s movies. They were so moody.
A lot of angst.
Yes. Oh, Melissa Joan Hart. Okay. Definitely mostly TV shows. I mean, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Clarissa Explains It All. Fantastic outfits in that. And Drive Me Crazy. So there's one
I
movie.
don't know that one.
I know I've seen it. I couldn't tell you anything about it right now. It was a while ago. I do remember it, and that's about it.
It exists.
Really,
It
really
exists.
specific.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kirsten Dunst, also 90 star, 2000 star too. Interview
Yeah.
with a Vampire. She was also in Little Women and Jumanji when she was kind of a young teenager before she really hit her 2000s breakout.
Yeah. Interview with a Vampire is a fantastic movie. I love that one. And it's a book series,
Yes.
so
and
y'all could read it.
I have not seen it.
It's a good one.
I will put that on my list.
Plus, it's like Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise as vampires
Mhm.
before they were
I could
crazy.
see how that's appealing. Yeah. Okay.
It's a good one. It's worth watching still. Okay, Alicia Silverstone. So we have Clueless, The Babysitter, Blast from the Past. Do you like that
Love it.
one? Batman and Robin. She was Batgirl. I kind of, when we were doing research for this, I forgot she was Batgirl
Yeah.
in that one. So that was like, there was like this time period of all those Batman movies. They kept doing them. Everyone had different
And I
Batmans.
feel like Batman and Robin was the worst reviewed, but it's my favorite.
Right.
Like-
who was Batman in that one? Was that George Clooney?
Yeah.
That was the George Clooney one.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr.
Oh,
Freeze.
yes, yes.
Uma Thurman, I don't know if she was in that one. Yeah, she
Was
was.
she?
Poison
Yes.
Ivy. Oh my
That
gosh.
was a good one.
And she was in, if you haven't seen it, The Crush.
Oh.
She was kind of like manipulated and like stalked this older, I mean not older guy, but like she was a teenager and he was an adult. It's like very like kind of like a suspense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
A Crush.
yeah.
Interesting. A good thriller.
Do we want to do our last few in a lightning round?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just keep popping them up. Mario Lopez, also star of Saved by the Bell.
Yes. Keanu Reeves. Oh my goodness, so many. Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventure, Speed, A Walk in the Clouds, one of my favorite movies.
Freddie Prinze Jr., I Know What You Did Last Summer, and She's All That were his big 90s hits. He was also in Scooby-Doo in the 2000s.
Yes.
But She's All That is
Yes.
90s classic.
Leonardo DiCaprio, we
Oh.
still love him. Growing Pains, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Romeo and Juliet, oh, love that one. Titanic, and The Man in the Iron Mask, all great ones, all in the 90s.
We thought about doing a segment just on him.
Yes.
We felt that was a little niche, but it's...
Maybe it
We're
might still
obsessed.
happen.
We're obsessed.
There's a lot. There's
Yes.
a lot.
And Brandy Norwood in Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, double platinum, and her hit show Moesha.
Yes, I love that Cinderella with Whitney Houston, and Whoopi Goldberg. That was a great one.
I have to
Excellent
watch that one
finish.
again. I was probably
Yes,
younger when I
the music
when I
is
saw it,
amazing
yeah.
in that one, for sure.
Yeah.
All
Our
right,
bowl is empty.
we've done it. All of our 90s icons. I'm sure there's more out there, but
Why don't you comment some of your favorite 90s icons that we
Yes.
didn't talk about?
yes. And we will see you next month on Movie Talk with Grace and Amy. Almost mixed that up.
Yeah.
That's Grace. I'm Amy.
I also need to point out side ponytail, neon colors. We're all about the 90s.
Oh, yes.
Have a good day, everybody. You're like, it's just gonna be organic. Okay,
And
what are we doing?
I want it mostly organic with a little planning. Wasn't good. She's just judging us. She's like, y'all are so stupid and you're gonna put this out on the internet. That's what it is.
Good. It was good.
It gotta be 90s.
The colors are totally 90s.
I know.
though.
I know.
I mean, this is like the same blue as you have on the cards. You need to keep, I feel like we were pretty prepared this time.
Yes.
though.
Were
Yeah.
you not prepared last time?
No. Where we sit down and make idiots of ourselves. Yes.
I love it.
It's my favorite. Are you recording this?
It's still recording. All right, you know.
Okay.
Now. There's no hope for the core at this point. You can do that after.
Now I'm warm. See? The laughing makes me warm.